Dark Souls 2 video. I have recently been watching someone play through Dark Souls 2 for the first time. Really the whole Souls series, and it's been really fun to watch. And it made me just remember how much I like Dark Souls in general, and Dark Souls 2. So I thought I'd make a little video here, chilling out in Majula, and just talking about Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls. So that's the plan. Took a minute to get this recording going. I've never had a game give me more technical difficulties trying to record it than this. Although I think part of that is due to like my own setup with my computer, like where I was plugging everything in, I think caused some issues, but I finally got it figured out here. So I think we shall. No, we're not in Majula yet. We're in the things betwixt. But this pathway here should lead us to it. So I think we shall start walking here. Now, I know Dark Souls 2 seems to have a sort of controversial opinion on like where it stands in the Dark Souls games. So I think some people really like it. Some people think it's awful or the worst game in the trilogy. Personally, I fell in love with Dark Souls 2 pretty quickly. And I think part of it is because it has such like just a goofy almost charm to it. Like yes, it's kind of jank compared to other ones, but I had a lot of fun with it. I like how the level design, or not level design per se, but the world is not necessarily so linear. I'm gonna get flashbanged here as we come into Majula. Let's see here. We are in Majula. Take a peek out here. We've got a nice little view. Majula is, I'm trying to think. I like all three of the Dark Souls hub areas, you know, Firelink Shrine. I guess it's Firelink Shrine in 3 as well. But, I don't know, something about Majula. It's just homey. So I got this little cliffs here. You can see the waves coming in. But yeah, I really like Dark Souls 2. So I'm of the opinion that it's a good game. As far as where it stands in the 3, honestly, it's tough. Because I really do like all the games. Oh, so my hair's a little... got like a little piece sticking out there. I like all 3 of the Dark Souls games. And I think all 3 are good for like various reasons where they would kind of stand out more than the others. But when I think about my time with all 3 of them, I think Dark Souls 2 might have been the one I had the most fun with. And that is partly because Dark Souls 2 is the one I went in knowing the least about. So, growing up actually, I've mentioned him a couple times. I watched a lot of Northern Lion. All the way back since like, I want to say 2013, 2014. When he was first doing his streams. I think 2013. I started watching somewhere around that range as a kid. And at some point I remember he would play Dark Souls. He would play Dark Souls 1 a lot on his streams. And I had never seen it before. And I didn't, you know, I like video games, but I wasn't too like, what's the word? one rather. And it really just like, I think I can trace back a lot of my, like, what would be the word? Like, some of my gaming preferences. And like, just aesthetic, like, things I like, and like, the fantasy genre and stuff. It probably traced back to that. Just watching him play Dark Souls 1. And just kind of discovering it through him. And what was funny is, he did a lot of PvP invasions. So like, I wouldn't watch him play through the game like normally, but rather like just experience it almost like random. Like every day I'd watch it and be like, what the heck is going on? Like just everything about it, the enemies, all the different equipment you could use, the build people did. I remember people like turning into like the mimic spell. How it would turn you into like a pot or something. I thought that was like the weirdest but like funniest thing. So I had seen a lot of that, and I think he even did like a Dark Souls 2 playthrough, but for whatever reason I just didn't really watch it at the time. And then when Dark Souls 3 was out, I did watch some people play that for a bit. Not all of it though. But yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the one I just seen the least of, or at least had like the least amount of memory of. Anyway, so I was experiencing the game like pretty much blind. And man, like yeah, it's got its problems, but I really like this game. It feels very much, I mean, they all feel like kind of RPGs, but this one feels kind of more geared towards an RPG, if that makes sense. I don't know, it's fun. Fun game. I have fond memories of playing it. I had binged this, like the Soul series. Like my friends started doing it, and I seen they were all on sale, so I'm like, you know what? I never played them. I should too. Now, I did play Elden Ring. I played Bloodborne. I played Sekiro. All great games. But yeah, I just never played them. I'm like, you know what? They're on sale. Let's do it. And a lot of fun there. So yeah, let's see. I forget a lot of these NPC names. We got this merchant here. I don't know, how loud are you gonna be?
You again?
Merchant Hag, Melantia. Sell some basic stuff here. Sell some consumables. Key items. Got a key item. And a grass key or something. Some miracles and stuff.
Lively times these are.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah. I really like how Majula just becomes like a sort of up-down. I mean, it is up-down, but like how it grows. We get these NPCs moving to it. And here, of course, we have the bonfire, and we have Shenalot, the Emerald Herald. Right, that's her name.
Bearer of the curse, I will always be at your side.
I forgot their mouths don't move when they talk.
Until hope has fully withered.
What level am I? I'm 174. When I finish the game, I have done all the DLC and all that. Let's see. I think ADP was like the first thing I leveled, because my friend told me to. And I've got a split of Int and Faith here, because I'll show you. I ended up using this build with this Crypt Black Sword, I believe it's called. Let me see here. Go to equipment. Dark Crypt Black. Yeah, I gave it the Dark Enchantment. I have the Sunset Staff. I've got the King's Armor. With some Drang Lake gauntlets. Let's see, Ring of Blades +1, the Dark Clutch Ring. get this on. Yeah, increases dark attack. Third dragon ring. And the Chloranthy ring +2. So I went with a dark build. Let's see if I can remember how to two-hand. That certainly wasn't it. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But you pull out this. And then you just make this a big purple sword. And this was the build. I just hack through things. Pretty fun. That's another thing I really liked about this game. I thought the, what is it, the bonfire aesthetic was a very cool mechanic. Right, like you get rewarded with like unique gear for it. Yeah, like I don't know, like I never really do New Game Plus. Cause I kind of like the idea, like New Game Plus, like I could play it and have fun. But I just like the part of the fun for Dark Souls for me is like discovering and finding new weapons and messing around with new stuff. So just having it all at the get-go kind of loses some of the appeal for me, I guess. But it kind of was a cool way to incorporate a sort of New Game Plus while giving you new rewards. Let's see, we got...
You've been long away. What would you like?
I forget her name.
Well, I've only one thing to provide, and we both know what that is.
What does she hold? Is that like a skeletal arm? Stone Trader Shalon. Alright, she sells Titanite and stuff. Stones. Oh, she sells some sorceries too. Or hexes and miracles, rather.
No interest.
This guy. What is your name? Is it Lenegrast?
I knew you'd be around soon. Come on.
Yeah. Blacksmith Lenegrast. I like this guy.
Don't waste my...
He's hammering away. Come down here. A nice little view out here. I forget. Man, it's been a minute. I forget, like, what area that is. Like, if that's one you go to, because I know Dark Souls, like, you can, like, they have, I think we can kind of see all the areas you can go to. Like, in 1 and 3, I think you could pause to do that. This one, maybe not as much. Well, some of the areas, if I could remember the names, right? There's Peaceful Majula. Oh, you're the,
Hello again. How have you been?
I forgot, he's got a funky outfit on. Rosabeth of Melfia. The pyromancer stuff. I did pyromancy in Dark Souls 1.
Be safe.
I did that and I used the, what's it called? Quaylog's Fury Sword. That was fun. Pyromancy was pretty strong.
Do you feel lonely here?
I wouldn't say so.
It suits me just fine, as I've nothing left anyway. It will grow on you, this place. Give it some
That is true.
time.
Although I was kind of in it from the beginning. Crestfallen Salden. Covenant on.
May you find peace on your journey.
Thank you. This... Oh yeah, I think this shows you how many deaths you had. So I died 246 times. During my playthrough. Which, I don't know if that's a lot or not, but... Warm beyond recognition. Oh yeah, see, because that's the, like Heights Tower or something, right? Isn't that what that's called? So yeah, you can see a couple of the areas. That might be Dring Lake. that place is. Might be like the Forest of Fallen Giants area. Or that might be what that is. Should probably walk here. See, we got this little, like, it almost looks like it, like it goes, like, under, like there's a cave down there or something. What the heck? Oh, you're the, I don't know if I knew this guy was here, to be honest.
Oh, so you finally decided to join us. Let us resume our exploration of sorcery.
Yeah, the sorcerer guy. Let's see, he sells some, that's probably pretty good. Some sorcerers and stuff.
One day, my teachings.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I knew that guy was there, to be honest with you, but I didn't mess around with sorceries too much. Let's see if we come this way. We've got a tent here. Here's Laddersmith Gilligan, right? Let me see.
Hey, what have you been up to?
I like this guy's voice acting. Voice acting, I guess.
What? Don't waste my...
Yep. And here is the, see, like, I don't know, an area like this, I just thought it was like the gutter sucks, but it's, because it sucks, it's like, so memorable too. And just like the way that, like, it's just a bit down here. Like, it's just cool. I don't know, I think it's cool. You've got these little statues here. And this is, I forget this guy's name to be honest, but the merchant. Yeah, he's kicked back, because after you buy more of his stuff, he's like rich.
You need armor? Go ahead. See what I'm offering.
Yep, I actually, yeah, I bought some stuff. This guy, let's see, and he sells like some of the boss armor, right? Throne, actually, I don't know if I've seen this before. Because I probably didn't check this after I beat the game. Maybe I did, I don't know. The Throne Watcher and Throne Defender sets. That is one thing I will say about Dark Souls 2. The bosses were kind of, for the most part, easy. You obviously got your Smelter Demon. Sir Alone gave me some trouble. The other Smelter Demon, that one in the DLC, the Fume Knight, I think, was, I died to him a couple times. What else? I'm trying to think if there's any other boss that really gave me any kind of trouble. I don't think so. Yeah. I can't quite remember, but I don't think so. At least off the top of my head. Actually beat Ludden's All, and like I know that one sometimes I think people have trouble. I hate the area to get to it, right? I think I beat them my second try, I wanna say, second or third.
Are you sure?
I forget what he has up here. Just a little nook. I wonder if these books like are anything or it's probably just gibberish. Yeah. Then we come over here. Is this? there's like, hopefully they might still be here. What's up here? I think there was a chest up here. I didn't realize the sound effect changed. Very squeaky floorboards. Yeah. I think those are those pigs. Oh, they're going nuts down there. Okay, let's not fight the pigs. And we come over here, and yeah. Oh, I thought that adjusted it open for a second.
Even more flames have appeared. I don't know what causes it.
What did cause it? I just don't quite remember what this was for. To be honest with you. Like, I forget what causes. I do forget what causes these to do up here. And I think down there's a bunch of skeletons. I don't think we want to go down there. I think it's just like a dead-end cave, right? Ouch. We're just gonna ignore those guys for now. Although this being Dark Souls 2, they'll chase me to the end of the earth. Let's see, up here. I know we still got that house. This is where you can enter that covenant that makes the game harder, I believe. The Champion's Covenant. Right? No, the Victor's Stone. Oh my gosh, she's still chasing me. Then over in here, wait, who's this? Just a curled up corpse. I get it, man. Gotta close this. There we go. We have a channel out, of course.
It seems that we must now part. Why now? I don't see how it should matter. Just because I'm a cat?
Jesus. I did not expect that. That thing's ruthless, man. Let's try to get away from him. I don't want to kill him if I can avoid it. I'm trying to think. Where else? I think that's it for the little tour of Majula here. This guy does not give up. But yeah, let's see, is there anything over this way? Like up to the right? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Okay, let's see here. Maybe... It's a little loud. Just trying to think, like, where? Maybe up here. Maybe by this tree. Let's see, I I think there's a gesture. I'm actually not sure. I thought there might have been one to sit down, but I guess not. Oh, he doesn't stay in it. Okay. I was gonna say that might be the closest thing we had, but I guess not. Yeah. Where's a chilly area we can hang out in? I know the sound kind of cuts out from the waves sometimes. Try to get where it's a little less loud. Maybe we want to go hang out with Shan a lot. It's a little quieter in here. Although, now I hear the pigs grunting. Can see them there. Fishes. But yeah. Dark Souls 2, man. What else did I have to say about it? Yeah, the ATB stat was a choice for sure, but I think like once you level it, you could like the first thing you level, at least for me, I'm like you kind of forget about it. I think I also have what repair weapon on here because durability was one thing. Like with that, I think that grip leg sword had a lower durability, so like some boss fights, having that repair handy was helpful. Oh yeah, Dark Lurker. That was another boss that took me a couple tries. And I actually ended up switching up my build for Dark Lurker. I thought that whole thing was really cool, by the way. Like how it was almost hidden. You had to go through the 3 deep dives or whatever they call them. And fight all those like phantoms. And then after you do the 3, you get dropped into the Dark Lurker fight. That one was a little tough, especially because I was using a dark damage build. And Dark Lurker, believe it or not, is resistant to dark damage. So I think I ended up using the... Hold on, let's see if I can find it here. I think it was a Twin Blade. I forget what it was called though. Like Red Iron Twin Blade maybe. Where would it be under? Great Sight. Here we go. Yeah, and I put lightning enchantment on it because I think lightning is like pretty strong in this. So I ended up respecking around this. And one of the little tricks you can do for Dark Lurker is right when he's splitting, you can hit him like both of them at once and it does a ton of damage. So I kind of just melted him down when he did that. Because I kind of got sick of dying to him and doing no damage. And I think having a slower weapon didn't help much. Yeah, all these old whips from giving those things to Pickle Bee or whatever their name is. That is this. Chime. My dude's all stanced up, man. I don't know, just like I feel like a lot of things in this game were more memorable for me. And I certainly enjoyed Dark Souls 1 and 3 as well. Because at 3, I think a lot of people kind of agree it probably has the best bosses of the 3 games. The DLCs are really good too. But I'm trying to think, like, I think part of my thing about Dark Souls 3 was that, like, the areas themselves were good, but it was pretty, for the most part, a straight fun for me in games. So when I can kind of go out my own direction a little bit, I think it's pretty cool. And Dark Souls 3 is not, I mean, there's like one or two off-brand, like you can go off the path. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward as you go through the game. Still great, but yeah. And then like, Dark Souls 3 had fun weapons, like with the I forget what they call them, like almost like the weapon arts. Were cool. Yeah, this game had power stancing too. I didn't really use it. I almost tried power stancing, like where I was in the what's that place called? Below the Iron Keep. I managed to get 2 full moon sickles that dropped like right away for me. And I'm like, oh, these look cool. So I tried to power stance them and they just weren't that great. So I gave up on that. Yeah, I liked a lot of the NPCs. I thought were just kind of fun. I don't know. I just like the game, you know? I thought, yeah. Majula itself, pretty fun hub area. I don't know. I almost. Oh my gosh, he broke the statue. He's coming right for me. Well, before this big. Well, he's already on me, I was gonna say. Man, this guy does not give up. Let's see if he de-aggroes. Like, how would you get far enough away? Their animations, like, slow down. Like low FPS or something. It's pretty funny. I think we lost him. But yeah, let's go over here. I think I'm trying to get away. The bonfire's a little loud. Maybe I'll head up here to end the video. Be a little, maybe it's thumbnail there. So, that will do it, I think, for this little Dark Souls 2 video. I don't know, I just kind of on a whim felt like booting it up and walking around in Majula a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, I like Dark Souls 2. I think it's a fun game. I think each Dark Souls has their strengths and weaknesses, but I do not think this one is bad by any means. I think, you know, I was watching the guy I was watching play it. His opinion was that it's just so, like, goofy sometimes. And, like, the way, like, some of the traps and encounters are designed is just, like, funny, almost. And, I agree. I was laughing a lot. It kind of made me appreciate the game in a new light in a way. And, yeah, just good memories of this game. If you haven't played it, or have avoided it, maybe because you heard more negative feedback than good, I'd encourage you to give it a shot. You know, even if, like, you think it, like, if it's, like, considered the weakest out of the Souls, it's still a good game, you know? That's how I feel about it. I don't even know if I call this the weakest. I feel like all 3 of them, I kind of have a similar level of enjoyment for different reasons. But anyway, that'll do